What bass fishing lure is best for changing weather conditions? Imagine you're out on the water and the weather suddenly shifts from bright sunshine to overcast skies, or a light rain starts falling. You might wonder how to keep catching bass when conditions change so quickly. Well, the right lure can make all the difference. When weather conditions change, bass behavior shifts, so adjusting your lure choice is key to staying productive. The best bass fishing lures for changing weather depend on water temperature, clarity, wind, and whether it's warming or cooling. In cooler water or during cold fronts, bass tend to be less active and prefer slower presentations. Finesse lures like drop-shot rigs, Ned rigs, and lipless crankbaits work well because they mimic wounded baitfish and trigger strikes without spooking bass. Lipless crankbaits are especially good because their tight wobbling action and noise attract bass in cold water. They can be retrieved slowly or with a stop-and-go motion to match the bass's slower feeding habits. Jerkbaits are also excellent in clear, cooler water because they imitate dying baitfish and provoke strikes from bass, conserving energy. These lures work well during windy, cool conditions or when bass are feeding near the surface or mid-depths. When the weather warms over several days, bass become more aggressive and move into shallower areas. In this case, faster retrieves and reaction-style lures like spinnerbaits and crankbaits with noise-producing blades are effective. Spinnerbaits, especially those with a mix of Colorado and willow leaf blades, create vibrations and flash that bass can detect even in murky water. They are great for covering water quickly and are effective in windy conditions. Crankbaits with rattles or noise chambers also work well because they imitate fleeing baitfish and trigger reaction strikes. Windy or stormy weather makes vibration and noise even more important. Lures like spinnerbaits, chatterbaits, and lipless crankbaits produce vibrations that cut through wind-driven surface disturbances. Heavy punching rigs with tungsten weights and punch baits are useful when fishing through heavy cover during windy days, helping you reach bass hiding deep in thick vegetation or submerged structures. Water clarity also plays a role. In muddy water where visibility is low, high vibration, high-contrast colored lures attract bass by stimulating their lateral line sense. Bright colors like chartreuse or white work well. In clear water, more natural-colored finesse lures that imitate real baitfish and have subtle actions are better because they look more realistic and don't spook the fish. To sum up, the best lure for changing weather is one that matches the bass's activity level and sensory environment. During cold or cooling weather, slow-moving finesse lures like drop shots, Ned rigs, lipless crankbaits, and jerkbaits are your best options. When it warms up, switch to faster, more aggressive lures like spinnerbaits and noisy crankbaits. In windy conditions, focus on vibration-heavy lures such as spinnerbaits, chatterbaits, and lipless crankbaits. For muddy water, go with high vibration, bright-colored lures, and for clear water, choose natural-colored finesse options. Carrying a variety of these lures and adjusting based on the weather and water conditions will help you stay successful as bass change their habits with the weather. Paying attention to how bass respond and being ready to switch your lure can make all the difference on your fishing trip.